As you can see, the port side is the side that needs so much work doing to it. The planks on the inside have gone in what was termed as reverse clinker, in that they're stepped on the inside, plank edge on plank edge, not smooth against the frames and ribs that are supposed to be. So part of the job in the boat now over the coming months will be to push the boat back into shape using sort of props and strapping, and probably the odd plate through the boat where the frames are, to pull the boat back into position before making a new frame that will fit the boat sweetly around the inside and bring back some of the shape she's lost on the port side. It appears from the boat that the support side has taken the brunt of the damage over the years, whereas the starboard side, on the other hand, is almost intact apart from a couple of stepped planks, which will be remedied with new fresh fastenings, and when the planks are released a little bit between the seams to bring the planks back into position. So in the meantime, the thing is to concentrate on the port side and get that back in position and into shape once more, and then tackle the starboard side, then move aft afterwards. Also, what has to be done is the cabin has to be lifted off, the carlings, the mini ribs, oh not ribs, beams, the carlings, the beam shelf and the forward deck beams have to be remade, and then the cabins can be put back on top once the shape is put back in the deck, and then the cabin can be then reseated onto the new carlings and deck beams, and hopefully then it'll be time to then put the deck on, which will be a 2 thickness deck, a sub plywood deck, and then a laid deck on top of that. I'm not sure whether to make it in teak or pine or cedar yet. That's to be determined at a later date, but in the meantime the main job is to get this port side sorted out, boat put back in position and reshaped, and then we'll go from there. As you can see on this side of the boat, it mirrors very much the inside where the planks have actually moved out of position. This is what's going to be remedied when I put the new ribs and frames back in the port side and pull some shape back into the hull. Now that's one bay cleaned off of all its paint, and it's highlighted how badly stepped the planks are. You can see that they are in some places severely stepped. One massive weight step there, one there, not so big there, but as you go down they get worse. That being the worst, that's almost a half an inch of differential between each plank. That's happened because over the years she's been laid up, bent, twisted and not looked after, and the planks have come adrift, and the ribs which were there have split into even the sistering ribs as well. So now I've got to repair all the ribs, fill the holes up where the sistering ribs were, because they're no longer going to go back in. The original holes are going to get filled in and re-drilled, and then hopefully once the seams are cleared out on the outside, the planks will be able to move freely and then go back into position where they once were. So now it's on to the second bay and then the third one, so that we can make better use of the area and then pull the ribs and planks back into the position. You can see that there's going to be at least 2 frames removed and a further 2 ribs apart from the ones that are already out, before we can move further aft and hopefully reshape the boat back to where it was originally with the aid of props, posts and a bit of cajoling along the way.